So, do you know the signs that you are falling into debt or you're debt ridden? Stick on this channel. We'll share more in detail after this. Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Kani Mwangi. First, I'd like to appreciate all the members who have subscribed to my channel. Please remember to turn on the notification bell so that you can get latest videos even as we post them. So, in my previous videos, I've shared some of the signs that you have already fallen deeper into debt. So, I want to go back a little bit and see what are the early warning signs that going further into debt or being debt ridden, so to say. And number one point is that when you look at your finances, you realize that most of the money, that the income that I'm getting, majority of it is going towards repayment of debt. And when I say repayment of debt, I'm not talking about bank loans or anything. I'm talking about these small loans. You realize that every month there's always this recurrent debt that is always there. So you realize that regardless of whether your income is going up, the debt is also going up. Those are the first warning signs that majority of the income that you're getting, regardless whether it's being increased, is going towards repayment of debt. And the thing here is, on this particular point, is you must know in terms of your expenditure, what is expenditure on a monthly basis? What's your income? How do I finance my expenditures? Some of the debts that you have, the small debts that you have, we need to know, have this loan I borrowed for 2,000 shillings. Is there an interest? Or what's the maximum duration period that I need to repay back those particular loans? You must have a 360 view of all your debts. It does not matter whether it's a loan from a friend, a colleague, a neighbor, or your siblings. You must know in detail all the loans that you have, so that when it comes to your income, you know how to apportion your income appropriately. Having a situation where 90% of your income or 80% of your income is not is being channeled towards repayment of your loans, then that's the first step that you need to look into. And number two on my points is that you find yourself in a situation where you cannot be able to repay your loans in full. You are always, if it's 2,000 shillings, you're paying 500 shillings. Again, for the next month, you realize that you're paying 1,000 shillings. So you are always on a constant basis. You can't be able to repay your loan in full. Those are the first warning signs. Point number three, and some of people miss out on this one without knowing, that you find yourself, you are channeling money that was meant for other things towards repayment of a loan or a debt. These are the first warning signs that you are on your way towards being deeper or going deeper into debt. If today I have a budget and I know at the end of the month I have 3,000 shillings to pay towards a particular debt, that money needs to be there. I cannot take money from another meant for other work to come and repay my loan. If that money was meant for food or for rent, I cannot say I'll take this money for rent and I pay this loan for XYZ. Those are things that you need to look into so that you have a budget. And like I said in the first point, you must have a 360 view of your debts. That you're not in a situation where you're picking money meant for other things and then you come and pay a particular loan. So if I know end of the month I have to pay 15,000 shillings, I must know where I'll get that money from and plan on how I'm going to pay those particular debts. So, like I said, on point number 2, is that you are channeling money meant for other things towards the repayment of your loans. Number 4, you are always late paying your loans or your debts. These are the first warning signs. And repayment of debt, it can happen once. Once it's something which can be understood. But when it comes to a situation where it's always on a monthly basis, you're always late. Being late means that you don't have enough cash to pay off that particular loan when it's due. So being late also is we say those are the telltale signs, the early warning signs that we are not able to keep on our agreement. If a loan or a debt is meant to be paid on 5th, we know by 5th you have to clear that debt. But when you find yourself 5 days have passed, 4 days have passed, you have not cleared your loan, then that means that you have to take a bit of action and to reorganize your finances properly. And then number 5, as a close, is that you are always being called or being reminded to pay off your debt. These are the like I said also, like these are the warning signs that things are not good in terms of how you're managing your debts. Always you're getting calls, SMSs, reminders to pay off your loans. And these are things, the points I've raised, those are the points that you need to look into. Are they constant? Are they recurring on a monthly basis? Remember, the objective is for you as having the financial goal is that to be in a state of financially free or financial freedom. That you realize that the more you're in debt, the more also it affects most of areas in your life. You are always constantly worried, anxious, and not at peace. And this also caused by being in debt or being unable to manage your personal finances. Manage your money so that you can have that freedom to make decisions and choices the way you want. So as I conclude, those are the main signs that you need to look out for in terms of know where you're properly managing your debt or you're falling further into debt. Remember, if these signs you're not in a position to look at them and manage them very well, you again fall into the second step or second stage that I've already mentioned in my previous videos. That in any financial goal that you have, you must, as a step 1, before you move to step 2 and step 3, you must be in a position where you're managing your debt or you are debt free. And the debts that you have are debts which are adding value, net worth to you. Before you talk about savings, before you talk about investment, before you talk about planning for your retirement. So the first foundation, the first goal is to be able to manage your personal debts. Please remember to share this YouTube channel to your friends, colleagues, and the people who you think is making more relevant to them. Also, follow us on Instagram and Twitter. Like us on our Facebook page. Remember, on a daily basis, we are giving you materials that can help you and aid you on how you're managing your personal debts. Also, we'd like to hear from you through our email address. We start the conversation with you on the journey, the best way to start managing your personal debts. Thank you.